crashes.
Oh, yeah, now it should be working. That'd be my luck, right?
Yep, that would be. Ah, what do you know? Alert. Friend player is active on a job. Would you like to spectate? Yes.
I'm not active because I won't load. Did you hear what I said though?
No.
For the platform thing? So we'd probably make it so there was like a in-game stream currency thing. And then we'd
Yeah.
obviously make like subs, but call it like something else. Well, technically subs isn't a copyrighted thing, so we could just call it subs. But if we want to be more creative, we could call it something else. And then we could have... Basically, we could have like bits, right? Simon?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but called something else, obviously. And then we could have things that are kind of like bits, but different, meaning have it where it's, so you know how bits you could use its actual money towards the streamer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could have that, and then we could have another thing that's kind of like bits, but more like a reward thing. So if you say you can't buy them, so say you send a certain amount of bits to the streamer, in return, you get like a reward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get that reward, you can say you can like redeem it for like giveaways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be cool? You know why that would benefit us, not just the streamer? Because you wanna, the way a live stream platform works is you wanna benefit the company, so you, but you also wanna benefit the streamer. The way to do that is you take taxes and like fees and stuff. So what you would basically do, right? Is you would have it, well, so say if they spent, what's a reasonable amount to be rewarded? Wait, like $100 of worth of the like currency thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna call it bits to make it more simple, but obviously it wouldn't be called that. Just so people understand what I'm talking about more. So say you spend, actually, yeah, so say you spend $100 or more on the bits, then you'll get rewarded, no, say you spend $50 more on the bits, right? You get half a point, whatever the point system would be called, right? Then you take that point system and you can redeem it or save them up over time to get rewards as like a viewer, right? But you know what the good thing is to that, Silent?
What?
Is that convinces people to spend money on the platform. More for a bigger reason besides just supporting their favorite streamer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd probably take like, let's see, because if we all owned it together, we'd probably take, there's 3 of us, so, well, also my brother Anthony if he wanted to be a part of it, so there's 4 of us technically, so how would you make it even? Because you can't do a 50% cut with 4 people. Because, well, technically it's more than 4 people, because don't you also have to give the cut to a portion to the actual streamer?
Mm-hmm.
So say... So it would be a 20% cut for it, because 20 times 5 is 100, right? Yeah, 100%. So it would be a 20% cut for everybody. Or if the company wanted, actually no, because then that wouldn't make sense. The company would still make money, but usually the way a company works is the actual person who created the platform is supposed to get more of a cut, less of a cut and more money than the actual streamer. So it would essentially be so you have 100. So say you have a 16% cut plus a 20% cut. Let me do the math. So how would you make it so it's 100% while giving... No, what you do is you do... Yeah, you do that. So, you do... So each person who's involved would take a 20% cut, right? And then the streamer would take a 15... No, because you still have money left to spend. So 100... No. I suck at math, clearly. So yeah, what you would do is you do... Oh my god, math. 15%, 15%. So basically you'd give about a 20% cut to the, streamer, right? No, to the... How are we supposed to divide that? Like, but not... Well, technically the easiest way to divide it evenly. Make it more fair for the streamer. But usually, like, companies don't usually do that, but, yeah. So you do 100% divided by, essentially, like... I would say 5. So 20. No, 100 divided by 5. So that's each 20. Person would get a 20% cut, basically. Right?
Yeah.
And then what it would be is if someone spends $50 on the bit system or whatever it would be called towards to help out to support those streamers, they'd get in return about like a half of that point, like reward system in points, like half a point basically, right? And then if they spend over 100, they'd get... Let's see. No, if they spend... Because you don't want it to do it that way, because then you lose money. So you would basically have it... They spend over $50, they get a third, like... No, they'd get like a fraction of a point, right? So basically, if they spend $50, they'd get 10 points, right? No, yeah, 10 points.
Yeah.
Oh my god, frickin' math. 50 divided by 2. No, they get 25 points. They get 25 points for $50, right? Then they spend over $100. they get 50 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they spend over $200, they get 100 points. And then to actually get a reward, you would have to say save up for 500 points. And then, so you know how, and then they would have it, we would basically have it so, I see you.
Yes, it
We
is.
would, and then we would have it so, you know how with Twitch they generate points every like a few minutes or something, whatever, towards the streamer, the channel points. It would be like that, but with rewards. But since it's rewarding you with a giveaway, potential giveaway, the actually amount you receive every like hour or so would be less. So it'd be like every. No, it would be the same amount. So it'd be 1 point. Wait. No, so it would essentially be 2 points every 1.5 hours. So that way you still save it. But to get the most points, you'd have to spend actual money. Does that sound cool?
Mm-hmm.
And then, since obviously we're not as big as Amazon in Twitch, obviously, so you realize how that works, right? A lot of people will be like, why are your fees so high? Well, if you're not as big and as popular as a company, you realize you have to charge fees to make the same amount or even similar amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why freaking, what's it called, Disney charges $5 a month at the lowest subscription fee and makes billions of dollars. Versus if I've charged $5 lowest at a subscription fee, I wouldn't even make close to that.
Mm-hmm.
So our lowest subscription would probably be, so an average subscription is $4.99. We could just, if we add a cent extra, which doesn't make a big difference, but it's still technically profit. But for business wise, the reason they put 99 cents is it appeals to more people. Like it's not because it mind tricks you, it's more like it just stands out. The 99 cents makes it stand out more than if it just said, if you rounded it to 5. So you take that, so the lowest tier would basically be like $7. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could add it $6 instead of $5, $1 more, but that's probably still not enough. Because we would be a lower company at the start, obviously. So you would take $7, so $6.99, the lowest sub. And then you would take, and then the tier 2, what would that be? So $6.99. That would be $9.99, so $3 more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for tier 3, no, it would have to be higher because that is kind of low. So it'd be $6.99. So $6.99. And then for $6.99 for tier 1, $10.99 for tier 2, and then $14.99 for tier 3. But you know, you realize why that's a lot of profit, regardless of it. That tier 2 and tier 3 is actually less than what Twitch is tier 2 and tier 3s are. Well, the tier 2 is higher, but the tier 3 is lower. Which makes sense because you're charging more at the start to begin with. So it'd be $6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you take $6.99 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So then it would be go from $7 to add $4 to that. So $6.99 to $10.99, and then it'll go from $10.99
Mm-hmm.
to $15.99.
Mm-hmm.
And then just because we're a small company, it makes sense. We would have a tier 4. And tier 4 would be $2.50 more. That way it's higher than tier 3, but not unreasonably higher. Would be $2.50, so $2.50 more than tier 3. So $18.49. Marketing tricks. Wouldn't that be cool? No silent.
What?
Nothing. I saw you. You were literally over me. I should have shot you. First I thought it was like the lightning, but then I realized no. It's too often for me to see that.
Mm-hmm. Could've.
And
You
then what
didn't.
we could also do, you know, is say over time you get so say if the highest points to give a giveaway is 500, right? Points through the point system.
Mm-hmm.
Say you double that, so say 1,000 points equals a free like meet and greet ticket. So that way people get a chance to meet us for free.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not paying for a meet and greet ticket, but they're still technically would be paying us because they're paying for the currency to get rewarded points, and then you just have to save up the points. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But then to make it so like people can't spam it, we would probably make it regenerate every like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Or would it have to be less than that?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how some things they have like point systems and they like you know how some things it's like if well, some companies they have a point system, but if you don't use the points eventually in a certain period of time, it refreshes it. The reason they do that is so that way the company doesn't have to spend money to keep. Because imagine this, if you just got infinite points, then you would just get giveaways all the time and the company would actually be losing money. The whole point of the point system is to reward the viewer, the streamer, and make profit at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because you realize if they had infinite points, they would no longer need to spend extra money to support the streamer to put extra money towards supporting the streamer than what they already planned on to get points because they already have them. I wonder how that would work. That sounds like a lot of encoding and stuff. Hey, welcome to the stream, whoever's watching.
Mm-hmm. Guess what?
What?
I'm a millionaire on GTA.
Of course you are. Wouldn't that be cool though, Silent? We had our own like stream platform.
Mm-hmm.
We'd probably have my brother because he's better with soccer things. I'm better with hardware things. He'd probably be like the manager when it comes to like engineering and software. I'd be like the actual owner to think of the ideas and to actually think about it. Silent, you would be like person who runs like the marketing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like prices usually would stay the same, that's how a company is supposed to do it. But obviously the way a company works is prices go down based on sales. That's why, you know how if you see Twitch subscription prices are always the same, but in real occasions where sometimes Twitch is getting a bigger audience that month, sometimes they'll actually do discounts. Because they can get away with it without losing money.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay would probably be like an advertiser. Advertise the website.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, whoever thinks of it would probably make the most profit, but the way it would be most fail for all of us is I'd make the most profit, but the reason you guys would actually get basically same amount of money as me because I basically take the profit and pay you like a salary based off of it. Basically how a business works. I was hoping that if I was going up the ladder and then I realized, oh, you're there. I saw your light. So I went to like try to stop myself mid climbing because I knew you would see me. So I thought if I just like hang down the ladder there, you wouldn't notice. But no, my character just goes, let's automatically make you climb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And not only that, I got a headshot on you as you were falling down.
So even if you didn't headshot because I like jumped up to try to avoid getting shot with you, I feel like I still take fall damage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What would be creative names though to think about it? Not that it's gonna happen anytime soon, but I like to think of things in the future. Millennium.live. I mean, it sounds basic, but it also sounds kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And unique.
Unique New York is what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that 5 times fast.
Unique.
No, unique New York. You have to say that 5 times fast.
Also, they have a point system in DLive. So 1,000 lemons will get you like an emote thing. So they're essentially like, you know how Twitch has bits? Did I accidentally shoot? Oops. Or was that you?
Yeah. There was the thunder.
Oh. So you know how Twitch has bits and you use it to support the streamer? Well, this is a little different. This uses to support the streamer, but you can also use it to get emote. So it's kind of like a bit system on top of being a channel point system. It's just, I don't think you can change it yet. But you know what the 1,000 lemon one is?
What?
It's called not Lamborghini, but Ninja-gini. So it's a Lamborghini with a ninja driving it. So that's needed, right?
Next thing you know, I just rushed at you. I'm pretty sure you don't even see me anyways.
Yeah, I do. Just kidding.
You're trying to throw me off.
How rude.
How rude.
Is this paused or just really delayed on my screen? Yeah, it's just delayed. Nice. Who's viewing? I can't check the viewer. But edit panels. We'll do that later.
I see you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With thermal vision, I do.
Of course you do.
I see it through thermal vision, but not through actual vision. I see you. I actually see your burst fire stuff, like the muzzle flash.
Of course you do. So, wouldn't that be a good idea?
What?
The streaming thing? No. Headshot.
Damn.
Headshot!
Headshot. Rank 67!
Oh, of course. Did you see my
What?
character?
Hmm?
Did you see my character's winning thing?
Yeah.
Very necessary, right?
Very. You know it's also necessary?
What?
Deadline.
Deadline.
I think it's either Slasher or Deadline next. That's what's in the Deadline.
Deadline!
Yes. Loading.
Loading. It's been a devious silent.
I can tell. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
There we go.
Huh. Huh.
You got the
Because I have the RTX voice on, I can't really hear the game value.
Oh, come on.
It's just a
The
late
game, didn't
port.
even, the game didn't even give me enough time to deposit my money.
Of course it didn't.
There we go. At least we both lost a life on it, though. And
Cutie pie!
nope. I tell what you were trying to do.
I wasn't trying to do anything.
Sure you
Not at
are.
all. Ow.
What?
I almost died. And you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
Did you know that the way? I died.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. What?
Did I almost get you?
Did you see what I did though? I didn't use a jump boost. You know how I jumped over you? I used your momentum. Some reason I hit the front of your bike, and instead of slowing down, it basically pushed me over you. I used your bike as a ramp to go over your line. That's fair.
Because that's definitely fair. You know it's also fair?
Speed boost. Oh, that? Oh, God. Yeah, also guys, if you like the content, because my main stream platform is Twitch, twitch.tv/GameWithChris25. Follow me there. Like.
I got. Guess what power up I got?
What?
Guess.
Speed boost? Out.
Yeah.
Speed boost! Speed boost! Speed boost!
Toasty! Toasty! You know what I'm getting?
Speed boost. Oh, is that why you made the clicking sound? Because it's time slowing down?
Uh-huh. Nope.
I'm dead.
Yes, you are dead.
That is a ripperoni pepperoni. Hold on, let me check something. As I probably die. Fucking. Then it clicked the right thing.
And yes, you did die.
He did. He did. Oh god, my own life.
I saw that. It was like, uh-oh.
Why?
You're like, gah, right?
Aug.
Like,
Aug.
Obviously. Army, you be banned from the server. Right?
Aug.
Are ye? This map, you don't really get much time to actually deposit your money. Not gonna lie.
Because of course you don't.
No, of course you don't.
Since I want to be a DB3.
Loading!
Oh my god, it's
No.
echoing. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's being a devious re and taking a million years
DVS
to work.
7 views. Hey, I'm slightly going on my off platform. I said off platform because that's not what people are used to me being on. But what you usually do, good tip. If you are streaming on Twitch and you're doing as good as you can, and it's still not good enough, don't just give up. What you do is you go to other platforms on your days off that where you don't want to be on Twitch. You live stream on there, and then you convince them to go to your Twitch platform. Check that out. This is being a devious week.
Why?
Because it won't load, because I freaking tabbed out for something. Oh my god. Oh my god. Becca.
Next thing you know, I exit the game.
This
Like
you know
it-
I get 78 million followers on Twitch. Just kidding.
Like,
My game crashed.
well, of course it did. Gotta love when your game crashes, right?
Yes. Can you even hear me clapping?
No.
Oh, cool.
I'm clapping though.
V-
Wait,
Valorant.
it joined me in the game still.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm in deadline.
I'm not in my
Oh,
See
Winner!
Bueno, chicken dinner. Where's my underwear? Hey, where's my underwear? Hey, what?
I like how it started the game mode, and then I started driving, and then it just stopped,
It's
and
like,
then
nope.
said, winner! They're like, what? I gained $200 from that. From you crashing.
That's needed. And that totally makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. I can't even escape. Oh,
Live studio. Captions. No. Yes.
mm-hmm. You are currently in a session on your own. Find a new session by using pause menu online, find new session. Thanks, game, for reminding me that I'm forever alone. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just need to be depressed right now, don't I?
Loading.
What's it loading?
Valorant because
GTA crashed?
I can't think. GTA is being a devious butt and it's not
Match
working
found.
and you know.
Of course it is. Well, I got to $1,022,001.
That's a random number. It's very needed.
I definitely need that extra dollar. Don't you?
Yes. I don't know what character I want to be. Frick, they took my character.
They think I'm an old dog.
Of course they did.
I'll show them just how
Well,
much
this is
tricks I
technically
know.
my character, but the character I want to play and try out, they took it. Because they're like, no. Game with Chris doesn't need an overpower ability than what he already has. So.
Failure is the great teacher.
Did you hear that?
So let's teach him something.
Yes.
Out of charges.
Out of charges.
Out of charges.
Out of charges. Out of charges.
Mm-hmm. Very good, right?
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's starting soon. Round is starting soon. Probably gonna die, let's be honest.
Spikes down.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Out of charges.
Shit, wrong button. Headshot with a pistol. I died. Of course I did. Right?
One enemy remaining.
One enemy remaining.
Last player standing.
Doo-doo-doo. Message.
Clutch.
I like how I changed like the title. It still says GTA.
No more doubts. We're ready.
Does that make sense? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of
It's
charges.
not gonna have ammo then.
Out of charges.
Out of charges, my ass. Out of charges. Out of charges. Out of charges.
Mm-hmm.
I like how someone on Facebook's like, "Hey, what's up?" Well, what do you mean, what's up? What's it look like? I mean, you follow me on Facebook. How do you not get notified when I'm live? Do you not have that freaking notification button on? Huh? Huh? I'm triggered.
Triggered. Right.
Down you go.
I'm triggered that I don't know. Oh, I have this fight. Oh, I'm a deviously
Smoke's down.
smokes down. Watch me die.
Out of charges.
That
Because
did
I'm a
you.
devious Wii and almost forgot the button to click.
Spike planted.
Ooh. So if something gets in front of the way of my mouse and I die, I'm gonna scream. Like a little
Hmm.
chihuahua. Does that make sense? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Got this, boys.
One enemy remaining.
Woo! Sit your feet, boy. I shot your feet.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
Even if they tried to defuse, I feel like the time limit is too high for them to. Wait, what? My game pose.
Oh, nice. You just love when that happens, don't you?
Like, it's not because I tabbed out. Like it's frozen. Huh? Oh, okay. There we go. That makes a lot of sense. We definitely need heavy ammo, right? One of
Mhm.
these. Of course, I don't have enough money for heavy ammo because I spent it on a gun, but
Watch and learn.
oh, reasonable. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, nice. Someone
Smoke's
has.
down. Molly.
Has what?
Someone has an oppressor that's chasing me.
What's
Gotta
that?
love it.
Our carrier's down.
Carrier down. Oh, okay, how is your aim that bad? Come on, man. I'm gonna say that and die. Watch.
Last
Yeah.
player standing.
See, I died, and apparently it gave me my ultimate ability after I died instead of like before I died, so I could actually use it to not die. But no. It had its over.
Give them time to reposition.
How much dedicated drams did they have the over? You need some dedicated dram?
Huh?
Overtake them.
You definitely need some dedicated wham. Right?
Open up the sky. Smoke's down.
Smoke's down.
Rest.
Molly.
Molly. I think he's over. He's going in. Wait, what?
Last
carrier's
player
down.
standing.
Nice. Peek him. Come on. Nice. Let's not die. I got 35 HP.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking behind me, you devious sweet. He wasn't behind me. I just didn't react fast enough, so I died. Nice. I see how it's gonna be. Oh, you know what's even crazier? We need the really overpowered sniper. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's one of those things. It's only overpowered if you use it the right way. If you suck at it, it's not
of
overpowered. Out of
Mhm.
charges,
charges.
my fire.
Out of charges. Out of
Out of
charges.
charges. Out of charge. That's what happens when you keep selecting it accidentally.
Safety's off.
Out of charges. Out of charges. Out of charges.
Smoke's down. Out of charges.
Smoke's down. Out of charges.
Out of charges. Out of charges.
Stim beacon
I don't
here.
have a target. Right?
Yes. Click on button. What? Teleported you deviously.
Goner.
Ooh, got the good. Oh shit. Of course. Of course. Of course. You gotta use your ultimate. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing more legal than.
I know
Nothing more
exactly
like
where.
not overpowered than like a giant laser that just spawns out of nowhere and goes directly at you. You know?
The enemy on
We are
the
losing
close.
5-0. That is terrible.
Need a drop.
You're not gonna get a fucking drop. Calm the fuck down. Silent, am I gonna
Like the
die?
enthusiasm.
What?
But no one grabbed the spike.
Am I gonna die?
Take out Cypher's
Yeah.
Stim beacon down. Molly.
Get that there. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Good. That there. That there.
Smoke's
That
down.
there.
Stim beacon down. Out of charges.
last player standing.
Next thing you
I didn't
need-
smoke the right area. That's why they went around me. Or they just were deviously and like, you know, the smoke there might be guys there, but we'll see. They're probably not there, and they're probably just trying to trick us, which was the case. And then, you know, they just do that. You definitely need a short barrel shot,
Anyone want to get the spike?
right?
Yep, definitely.
When you already have basically an AK.
Get out of my
Molly.
way!
Stim beacon here.
My team's like sucks.
Multiple enemies
Smoke's
there.
down.
So what we're gonna do?
Open up the sky.
Watch that get no kills. Yep, I see how it is. Use my best ability and get 0 kills. Cool.
Yep, but
Out
whenever
of
someone else uses the ability, they get all the kills, right?
Stim beacon down.
Well, it's because the ability is overpowered, but they're skill based. So even if you use it, you're only gonna get a kill.
If you actually know what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing and you time it right and you know the location of the map well, which I do. I'm the best player on this team, but that's because this team sucks.
30 seconds left.
Of course the team sucks. That's just your luck, isn't it?
They have fully battery active.
Last player standing.
I forgot that based on Valorant, so what happens, Silent, is you know how you can, unlike CSGO, because the reason I'm comparing it, not to be a devious read and compare it.
Uh-huh.
Defenders win.
Next thing you know, it doesn't let you compare things.
You know we lost, right? Because some
Mhm.
devious we clicked F5 instead of F4, meaning me, when they voted for a surrender. But basically, unlike CS:GO, all of the guns except the ones with the actual scopes, you basically can't
Match
actually
found.
aim. Like you
Uh-huh.
can aim, but you can only hip fire. But with Valorant, with your most guns, you can shoot even if it doesn't have a scope and basically hip fire.
I am both shield.
I mean,
Yeah.
basically shoot with like an actual ion sight. That shows up. But what sucks about it, even though it's more accurate at closer range, because it's more accurate, your spread is... So at farther range, your spread is closer. Like the bullets hit closer, so you're more likely gonna hit your target. You're not just aiming kind of random. Like, you're not really spraying as much. But at close range, it does the opposite. At close range, it makes your spread wider.
Uh-huh.
Which doesn't really make sense. Usually, if you're aiming down sight, your
I will
spread's always going to
defend
be
you
lower.
all with my power and with my life.
But they wanted it more balanced, so that's probably why they did it. Let's not get this. Oh, I guess we get this. Better for headshots, but oh well. Because this is needed, right? An ability where you can essentially hear your teammates from a really far distance. That's
Here.
fair.
Very fair. Nothing more fair, right?
Yes. Well, I can hear myself, but it's more delayed that way. Someone peek right, I'll peek left. And of course, they didn't follow my instructions, so we died. Not saying I know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm doing more than these people. It's obvious if you're in a hallway, right, Silent, and you're walking down the hallway, right, and you know there's enemies that have the potential to kill you, basically.
Enemy spotted.
And you know the way the spawn works is that there's gonna be an enemy on the left and on the right.
Last player
So
standing.
obviously one person, unless you have super fast reaction time, and which even if you did, you'd probably still have a hard time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he camping? So he doesn't die? I don't fucking know. But basically, you have to react super fast, but it's very unlikely. So what you have to do
Flawless.
is basically, what's the word? You have to have one teammate cover one corner, and the other teammate cover another corner to make sure you kill him. Which that's what I said that we should do, and the guy said, oh, okay. Because he typed it in chat. It was hard to notice, but he did type it. And then he didn't do it. You know what? This is very needed too. So you could push C. You could place a wall directly forward. Oh, this way. So say if you're planning a B site, and say like right here, you see?
Mm-hmm.
Is say the spike. Well, it's not called a bomb. It's called a spike. Spike is here. You'd basically put it here. So enemies only have one or two directions they could actually come from to block them off. Therefore, you could go around and kill them. Or you can use it as like a shield to temporarily like defend yourself as you're like trying to reload or something. But they can still shoot it down. It just takes longer.
Spike
It's
planted.
like it takes a while to shoot it down though.
Enemy spotted.
Again, why is he aiming at the fucking Sorry to like be annoying, but like
Last player standing.
Silent, you don't have to be the best gamer, right, to understand that the enemy is in front of you. Why are you aiming at the ground?
Sage.
Yeah, clearly the enemy's not going to be at the ground, right?
I take it.
I mean, maybe if a game just came out I would like take it easy on people. But you know how the first like few consoles came out and people like they played like a Call of Duty game and they were like this. Like they
Mhm.
didn't know how to aim up. That's because it's like the first time ever playing video games. But if it's your first time ever playing video games, don't play a competitive based shooter game. Obviously, if you don't, you never learn how to. But you gotta work your way up. That's a rip.
Enemy spotted.
Last player standing.
But I also still like how it says GTA 5. I'm not streaming GTA 5.
You know, you can't really change it.
No, I did. It just didn't do anything. Like, there's an option to change it, but it's just like, nope, not today. Right? I don't remember what this does.
My ultimate is not ready.
My ultimate is not ready.
Watching here.
Okay, you made your character say, let's take at least one down. I better see you get at least one kill then. That's what you said.
Out of charges.
Also, you know what that does?
Out of charges.
You know what this does?
It makes you say out of charges.
No, that's something else. So that actually... that actually slows down your enemy movement when they step over it, while it also poisons them. But the reason it's not that powerful, because even though you're basically walking on something that does damage, is because it's not like rapid damage. It's like splash damage, basically. So say if you have 50 health, out of your 50 health, it's probably only gonna do like 2 to 3% damage out of the 50 health you have.
Mm-hmm.
But its main use is to slow people's movement.
Shut that Phoenix up.
Mm-hmm.
Took one for the team.
Joke's over! You're dead!
I feel like that's kind of overpowered. Like, obviously some of them are supposed to be overpowered based on how you use it, but that's too much. Are you telling me you can literally kill a teammate and take your teammate's health from his dead body and use it to heal yourself?
Holly!
Doesn't that sound overpowered?
A little
Spike
bit.
planted.
It's not that overpowered, but you know why it seems overpowered? It's because
Last
you
player
already have a
standing.
team member who has an ability to generate your health from a distance. So if you combine it together, you're basically very low chance of dying, despite him actually dying still, because I wasn't there to help him. I think that's what it was doing at least. Behind you.
Out of charges.
It was behind you, but like
Make them beg.
not enough. Well, no, we're not just gonna freaking. What kind of teammate is this?
Attackers win.
You guys, it's not fun to play a game. Like, obviously you suck, but imagine playing a game, right, with people, and all of a sudden they lose one round, and they're just like, let's just give up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like there's people who play GTA Heist and they know they're gonna win, although like they've basically failed the heist only 2 times but gave up already. They didn't even give it a chance.
Look, we've actually done the heist multiple times.
Like you realize
Like-
you're never gonna complete it if you don't try.
Yeah.
What is the character? Is it Omen? I think that's what it is. Activate. What? View contract.
Out of charges.
No,
Next
I'm
thing
not
you
gonna
know.
freaking purchase some. So I can either unlock it, or so this kind of play to win, meaning because if you're paying for a cosmetic, you should always get a skin. Anything that gives you a slight advantage, even if you suck with it, it still technically gives you advantage if you know how to use it. Compared to like an ability or something, regardless how trash the ability is. If it's an ability versus a skin, a weapon skin, the ability you should never be able to get it just by paying. You should always have to unlock it and actually grind out the game to get it. And then the skins and cosmetic stuff, you should be able to do both.
Uh-huh.
But no, Valorant needs extra money, so they're doing it as a way to get more money out of people. Because, you know, they want to be a devious way. I know, activate. You must activate when you're.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I don't use any of the activation features, then there's no point. Besides that thing not showing up. Out of charges?
Out of charges.
Out of charges.
Out of charges.
That's how it does it.
I think so.
Out of charges.
Out of charges. At least that's what I usually hear. Like what I hear from your end whenever it says it. Like whenever the game says it.
Out of charges.
Out of charges. Out of charges. Out of charges.
The game not gonna load today?
Out of loading.
Imagine that, like, actually a thing. Like you have like a loading, like phase where it's like you run out of loading, so the game's no longer gonna load.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh.
Like
Yeah.
how it says Modern Warfare has started, but then it shows a loading bar saying it's updating the end. I don't actually see the update. Oh, there we go. No, it hasn't started if it's updating. Is your internet this quick? I mean, that's not the fastest update, but for a Call of Duty update, that's... Well, I guess it's only a gig. A gig or two. Basically a little under 2 gigs, but still.
Then again, you've got 500 megabit internet.
Well, no, that's not a gig of storage is downloading. That's a gig a sec... almost 2 gigs a second it's downloading.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Well, you do have 500 megabit internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
No, I have 300, but it's at 500. It's at 500 up to 1 gigabit with Ethernet. So it's potentially doubling or tripling my speed. What is it? Sometimes quadrupling it if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
But you know why that's bad actually, if you think about it? Obviously it's better than what you have, but it's like still bad, but just because if it says if it's a 300 megabit a second plan, that doesn't mean it's running that at the lowest all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That means on average it runs up that, but just because it's average doesn't mean it's always running it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should work.